Some time ago, I was coming back from the gym. A young guy walked up to me and asked if I was Nexus. I said yes. And he said, I'm following you on Instagram. I'm your big fan. In my head, celebrity status, celebrity photographer. Then he asked me a question after we finished talking for a while and said, what do you think I can do to make it in the industry? I looked at him and told him something. I said, look for people who are doing well and make them your friend. And if you ever have the opportunity to meet anybody who is up there, serve the person. What most of us as creative don't know is serving is one of the easiest way to get to the top because it helps you compress your years of learning, your years of experience, and your years of access. It's a different thing to know and a different thing to experience. When you serve someone, there are some things you will experience that is different from when you hear it or when you watch it. That is why there is a saying that experience is the best teacher. Imagine experiencing everything from a place of service. It will be easier for you to grow. Another thing is mistakes. There are some mistakes you will not make when you serve because who you are serving will help you avoid such mistakes. A very good example is me buying so many equipment that I never needed. If I had served someone, I would have not made such mistake. Another thing is access. There are some places you enter that you would have not been able to enter with ease. But because you are serving someone, that person will give you access to such places. Places like some very big events. Another thing is opportunity. This will give you opportunity because they'll open a door for you that on a normal day you will not be able to open yourself. There are some people who will, because of your boss, book you by the time you are no more working with your boss. Why? Because they'll have this mindset that if you have learned under this person, you are good. And they'll look at you from the lens of your boss side, especially if your boss have integrity. They will feel because your boss have integrity, then you should also have integrity. It becomes a CV for you for whatever job you want to get. You hear something like, you used to work for this person, right? And because of that singular reason, they will give you that job. Confidence. Imagine being in a room with the president because you are working for your boss. Do you know what that does to your mind? It gives you confidence. If by chance when you're your own, you are called for a shoot, you will not be scared of who is in your front. Why? Because you've seen them in the past. Nobody they'll put before you that you will not be able to snap. Another thing is negotiating power. There is a difference between I hear say this photographer they charge this amount and being there and seeing that amount being charged. Of recent, something happened. I was bidding for a job and another photographer was bidding for that same job. When I heard how much this photographer was paid to get that job, honestly speaking, I was happy. Why was I happy? I was happy because the amount this photographer charged on a normal day, I will not charge close to that. I would have not even been able to mention that amount for that job. So I was happy because it just made me know that Nelson, you can charge this amount for a job. I was still giving part of the job, but he got the main gig. I was just attached based on relationship. I even had to tell the person, you need to teach me how you did this thing. How were you able to call this amount? But the truth is, this person has served someone who has mentioned this kind of amount. So it gives you negotiating power. Imagine being in a room and you hear your boss talking about the price for wedding, the price for frames and all that. So it will be easy. Another thing is relationship. You see how your boss relates with people. When you are now faced with that same situation in the future, you will know how to handle it. What about shock absorbing? There are so many ways you learn shock absorbing from your boss because we as creative, we face many things. If any creative tells you that he has never been frustrated by a client, he's lying. So you will learn how to be able to react. You will learn how to be able to absorb some insults. You will learn how to be able to absorb some frustration because you saw your boss do the same thing. It helps you to become more hardworking. There are times you'll be tired, but because you are serving and your boss assigned a task to you, you will push yourself and get it done, which is going to help you at a time when you become very busy, when you're on your own. So many of us see it as suffering when our boss is draining us. No, it is how you see it that determines how you take it. So if you see it as this man is helping me to become better, you do the job with ease and you build yourself and you become better. So my friend, if you have any opportunity to serve as a young creative, grab it and make good use of it. Thank you very much.